Hello everybody, Cindy here with Pathways Homestead, and I'm just going to kind of show off my little garden today. It is looking amazing, and I hope that the wind isn't too bad. It's always windy in Kansas, but I'm fencing this year. I am super excited about that, and I've got a little rabbit around here in the yard that is wreaking havoc. And so Gary and Becca got out here one day and they got part of the fence put up, and I've been working on the last little bit and hope to finish that out today. But I just want to show off a lot of the vegetables that are going in the garden today. I can't express enough how excited I am. And so, you know, it's no secret that Gary and I are believers in Jesus Christ, and gardening is my worship, and I love gardening. I love the animals, and I just want to kind of share a little bit of that beauty with you guys today and show you what I've got going on. And this garden is a mess, and so is the big one, but I'm enjoying it, and I will have to give you tours or show-offs one day at a time because my gardens are so big and I have more than one. So, and we'll try to do it weekly and see, you guys can see how things are growing. I've been a little lax on showing off the gardens. I did a little bit early on about the little garden, and I've done a little bit about the big garden, but it's time to get everything in the ground and get going. And so I'm just going to show off what we got done so far. Alright, so here we are in the little garden, and we are at the bottom of the little garden, and we showed you guys the terraces that we'd put in to help. I say terraces, that's not quite the right word. We did raised bed gardening, I guess you would call it, where we made little mounds and then planted on top of those mounds to help with the water issue that we were having, because this garden is at a slope and it's close to a terrace. The land here is terraced, which is good because of the slope of the land to keep it from washing. So I just want to show you what we've got going on. We have what is left of our radishes, and in the middle we have beets, which I really need to get in here and get weeded and mulched. And I'm going to just mulch with hay this year. Last year Hannah took care of this garden, and you can go back and look at our pictures, and she did such a great job last year taking care of this little garden. And then down here we have our turnips, and we've started to thin those turnips and pull some greens, and I probably need to harvest a bunch and get them canned, but that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. All right, row 2, we did a little companion planting, and we're just going to see how it goes. I've got peas in the middle, and on this end I have kohlrabi, and then on the other side I have carrots. But when you get down here, instead of kohlrabi, I have Swiss chard. So about halfway down is Swiss chard, and half of it is kohlrabi on this east side. And peas in the middle, of course, and then the carrots. And the carrots need thinned as well. This is our first year growing Swiss chard, and we are really, really enjoying it. It's really good fresh in salads, and we're actually going to cook a little bit as greens now that they're getting larger. The peas are coming right along. These are snow peas, and they are looking amazing. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we got calves. Calves came in. We had our Tatanka in here, and then the grass got pretty high, so our friends brought some more calves to put on pasture to help control the pasture. And we've put the goats out to pasture as well. So we're doing a little bit companion grazing, rotational grazing. The calves have the majority of the pasture, and then the goats have a little corner. And then we're gonna move the goats here in about a week, maybe 2, and have them in another section, and then have the calves where they're in a smaller section. And then we're just gonna kind of move everybody around a bit. All right, row 3. Row 3, some more companion planting. We have potatoes in the middle, and they're doing really, really well. We have green onions on the sides and spinach on the side. And then down here on this other row, for a little bit of the way, we have purple bok choy, and it's just about ready. This is my first time growing the purple bok choy as well, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really pretty, and we liked the taste of what we sampled the other day. Here is row 4, and a row of coriander, or a row of cilantro, a row of green twister coneflowers. They're just starting to emerge. Not sure if you can see them right here. Then I have a small patch of wax beans. I had a few seeds left over after planting the big garden and thought I'd just come fill this hole. I had planted some giant kale and it just did not germinate. So I filled this spot in. Sometimes that happens, and so I just did my best to fill in where I could. And here you can see where we planted the rest of the kale. And we're on row 4, in case I didn't say that. And we've put in a little bit of onions, some of our seed onions we started. And at the end, we have lettuce. We started out with green salad bowl lettuce here, and it just did not germinate really well. And so I came in and seeded in some of the Baker Creek. Baker Creek Rocky Top, and it is coming up and doing great. So here we are on row 5. And we have a huge chunk. Half of the row is the Baker Creek Rocky Top lettuce blend. And you can see where we've harvested some. And here's some that needs to be harvested. And we are really enjoying this salad blend. It has turned out fabulously. Here I have leeks that I tried for the first time this year, starting these leeks. I don't believe they'll be ready till next year, but I need to do some more research on those. So if you know anything about growing leeks, let me know. This is my first time. And then here I have bunch onions that I started from seed, and they just did not do very well. They're real hit and miss and spotty, but you know, something's better than nothing. And then these are our green onions that have gotten a little big, and they'll bulb a little bit, but they won't get ginormous. But some of them really getting big. I don't know if you can see that. That's bulbing out. It's doing nice. We'll see how big of bulbs we get. And some of them have gone to flower seed. So there's a view of our little garden. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tour today. I guess I could show the fence. We've got different kind of fencing we needed to get in a hurry, so I haven't tied that fence up yet. We had started last year on putting in the posts, and then I had cleaned boards a little bit to start on the board supports, but we only got half of it done with the boards. And Gary needed to get it covered up for me because of course I had the little rabbit, and we had an escapee from the goats. But now that the kids are gone, the kid goats are gone, we're not having that little guy get in here as bad and eat things because he's not here. And my little rabbit has not ventured in through the gate yet. And so that's where we're at. It's looking great. I'm super excited. Like I said, I need to get in here and get it weeded and get some more mulching done, but it is doing really, really well. Thank y'all for coming along today and seeing my little garden and how beautiful it is all in its glory. I've got a lot still to do, and I would like to add a few more plants around the perimeter against the fence, but that's just gonna have to wait. I do have some flowers and stuff planted in here that have not come up yet, and I'll show them off to you when they get here. So thanks for watching, and I pray you guys have a blessed day.